Hi guys, welcome to this live. My name is Irina, and I work with clients to help them get clarity and define what they want to do in their life to set the goals and achieve them. If you would like to talk to me, please look into the description. There is a link to book a call. So today's topic is uh, kind of controversial. I'm saying you shouldn't resign from your work or a job right now to follow your passion. So that's kind of strange, right? Why would I say that? So there's like a couple of reasons which I'm going to talk about, and there's always couple also like three main topics in this live that I'm going to discuss. I want to tell you that I'm not able to interact right away to your comments, but please put comments and questions in the section for comments and I will get to them and respond later. Okay, thank you. So first, why do I say you shouldn't quit or resign your work or a job? Well, for some obvious reasons. First of all, how do you exactly know that whatever you want to do now will be your actual passion, that you really love to do that? There is so many trends and people get excited about so many things. You might get excited for something like you want to do real estate, you gonna go into insurance or crypto or anything, right? But how do you know that that's gonna last when you encounter tough times? Because the first year or two is not going to be so great, right? So you might encounter some tough times and you're going to give up probably if it's not something you really want. So don't leave your work that you have right now or your career just because you got excited over something. You have to look deeper and figure out that that's actually what you want to do for a next foreseeable future, let's say 10 years. So, and then if you do know that it is your actual passion still, do not resign right away. Start building a foundation. You shouldn't be leaving or jumping into things without building some kind of a foundation to prove to yourself, or better say, if you are really into it, if it is really what you want to do, you will find a way, even though like to start working on it, even though that you have another job, full-time, part-time, or whatever. You will start working on it right now. You will start learning skills or building the base or looking for clients or whatever it is, that will help you later. And if you can't do that, maybe you are not that into it, that maybe it's not your passion, because if it is, you're going to have that motivation. And that goes into the second kind of a topic of this conversation, that why would you want to change career just to do what you love to do? Well, because that's going to give you that inner strengths and inner motivation that will help you stay motivated and connected to that what you want to do, no matter what happens outside of you. The inner motivation is so much better than outside motivation. So if you really believe in what you do, you love that, and even if you're not succeeding right now, you just started, you're like only starting or just only thinking about it, it's going to take you time to prove and show others that it really matters and that it will work out. So you need your to have your own confidence and to have that motivation from inside to keep going, keep pushing through, tough times and some difficulties that come along with building something new or changing. It can be a business, or it can be a different career that you're looking into, or maybe you just want to pivot what you do now more into what you like to do more in your work. And that goes into the third kind of topic, part of a topic. How can you start connecting with that passion or that what you love to do? How do you transition? How do you find it? And how do you transition into it? So if you're working right now, first of all, I would say it depends where you are right now in life. Are you in your 20s and just out of school? Are you in your 40s? And this is the third time you're looking back and you're thinking about your life and want to change something. So it depends where you are. But wherever you are, I suggest that you look at the right now picture, where you are and how it's working out for you. Some people, if you have, for example, a good career, it pays you a lot of money, you kind of like it, it's all working smooth, you have like 15 years there or 6 years there, and everything kind of works out, but there is still something missing. Maybe you don't get enough time with family. Maybe there is a little bit too much pressure on you, which is unrealistic because there is normal pressures in life that are just for everybody, and every job, even the one you really love, will have them. And then there are like stressors and pressures that are a little bit too much and unrealistic. Maybe you don't have great relationships at work. Maybe it's toxic environment. Maybe you're stagnating in your career. Whatever it is, that means that something needs to change. You have to take a deeper look and reevaluate. Also, you should look at how much of the percentage of what you like to do in your current job you're doing. Like if you love one part of your job or like two pieces of your job, but you do it only 10% in your current position, and 90% you're doing things you don't like and don't want to do and struggle with, then it's not a good balance for you. And you should look for a way, like if there's different position or whatever, that you can switch to do more percentage of what you like versus what you don't like. That's when, if in general you like what you're doing in your career right now, that's how you shift to more of a passionate side of that career. But what if you fell so-called out of love with your career? You did it for 20 years or 10 years or whatever, and now you're not feeling the same, like, and you're looking for something else, especially now when things changed around. For the last 2 years, so many things changed, and you want to look for a change. There are so many options and opportunities, and friends will tell you, and there are influencers that say things, and there are friends, and there's family, and there is always somebody who succeeded in something, and you would like to do that. But again, this all comes down to just getting excited and wanting a change. But it doesn't mean that that change is specifically great for you, that this will be a lasting thing that you will commit to for 10 next years, let's say, right? So you have to look different ways. For example, there are a couple tips. For example, ask yourself, what do you really like to do? What do you enjoy, either in your career or you have a hobby that you really enjoy, and then look how can you upskill, upgrade, um, to do more of that, or maybe how you can turn that hobby into making money so you can transition later. We're just talking about foundations. We're just talking right now about thinking how to find and reconnect with what you really love to do, and then start building in the foundation. We're not talking about concrete goals and steps how to get there. Then the other uh, great way to start looking, like what do you really want to do next in your life if you're looking for change, is to see what others tell to you about you. And you don't have to send out the questionnaire and say, oh, tell me 5 things that I do well and 5 things that I. No, just take some time when you go for a walk or exercise or whatever you do, and think about what kind of feedback do you get from people. For example, they say, oh my gosh, you're great at organizing. Look at this, you organize that well and this well, and you fix the office or blah, blah, blah. So you're good at organizing. Then you think, do I really love that? Most likely, if you are good at something, that means you like doing it. Well, there might be reasons why you're organized otherwise, but most likely, if you do something very well and people tell you you're great at this or that, you're great at connecting people, you're great at writing, or organizing or making events, then it means you enjoy it. And most likely you do, because you enjoy it and it comes naturally to you. So if you enjoy something and it connects, so you say, like when you grade it yourself, you say, oh, I love doing events. This is my hobby. And then you get the same feedback. People tell you, oh, you're so good at organizing these events. Then that means something, right? This is already collecting that information. And then think more about that, connect deeper. Do you really love that? Do you want to proceed with it like a career, for example, right? And then once you find and reconnect with that, what you want to do, then you start building more concrete steps um, to go forth with it, right? Like, and to prepare yourself. So I hope you're still enjoying this conversation. And if you would like to talk to me about finding that clarity, like sorting through these things, what you're good at, what you like, what people say, what path to take, definitely book a call, and we can start at least the conversation and see if it would be helpful to work together to find that clarity for you. And of course, the link will be in the description. So let's do a little recap and get to the conclusion. So for today, I was saying you shouldn't just quit your job or your career and start because you felt connected to something and just jump into your passion, but might be only momentarily excitement of the times because other people do it, or it worked out for you, something worked out for you, but you don't have a deep connection. Do not leave. Make sure you know what you want. Make sure you're really connected to that. You're going to stick to that for 10 plus years. And then you start thinking about the exit plans and preparing for that plan, and seeing what and how you can upskill, how you can build the base to that transition. So secondly, find that passion. And actually, it's a great idea to review your life once in a while, every five, at least every 10 years, because we do grow. You have to keep in mind that everybody grows and changes inside. There are families with family changes, friend change, kids grow, you get kids, um, you move somewhere, you get different things, you learn, you upskill, and you develop spiritually, physically. There's so many changes we go through life, and you can't expect to stay dormant and stagnant and always in the same place. Obviously you can, but you most likely not going to be happy with it or content with it. Even if you say it right now, oh yeah, I am. It's not for me to judge. I don't need to know. It's for you, only you inside, to ask yourself these questions and find out the answers, because it's for you to get happier in life, to get more purpose in life. It has nothing to do with me. I'm not here to judge anybody or give suggestions to you. What are you supposed to do? Because it's for you to find out what do you want to do. And mainly for you should spend at least couple months thinking and connecting what you're thinking, analyzing your life, looking back how you changed, what you did, what you liked 20 years ago, what did you like 10 years ago, how did it change, why it changed, how did you change, how your views change. It's a lot, I know. So you have to think and connect here to your feelings, because only thinking doesn't produce results. It's thinking connected to your emotions and feelings. And when you remember your changes and how you grow and what you do with the emotions will give you those hints, what was important and what not. If you remember situations in your life and things, and you feel deep emotions, like it's either happiness or hurt or whatever it is, but those deep emotions, like the events that you remember, and not just like a memory but deeply connected with emotion, you should write that down and revisit it, because those are very meaningful moments that trigger changes in life. So you think about how you changed and how you grow, and how maybe your perspectives and desires changed and also how these emotions connected with all that, right? And from there, you slowly draw conclusions, and you will find that what is important right now, because whatever was important 20 years ago might not be really important to you right now and might not be something you like to do right now. Okay, I hope it makes sense to you. And then once you connect it and you found that something, you can start working on building skills, connections, learning, growing, and building that foundation for your transition. I can't tell you it's going to happen overnight, but if you found that what you want to do now, that transition can happen and will be nice and smooth if you know how to do it. So I hope it was helpful, and I am looking forward to read all those comments and to see the questions. I will get all the answers to you as well. I might do another live if there is specific questions that repeat and you would like to have more clarity on something. And I'm looking forward to do another one of these lives. For now, I'm going to leave you to think about that, what you love to do. And also, don't forget, you can always book a call with me, and the link is in the descriptions. Okay? You take care. All the best. Bye.